And welcome to this week's market outlook video. We're here with most of the LitCap squad. We're here with Jacob. How you doing, my bro?
I'm blessed, brother. How are you?
I'm doing well. And we're also here with Nathan. How you doing, bro?
All good in the hood, bro. All good in the hood.
Perfect. Okay, guys, make sure to check out www.litcapital.co.uk to start your trading career here with us. We have loads of products, loads of packages, and loads of free information that you can come and see for yourself. So first things first, we're of course going to go through the economic calendar today, or in terms of this week, should I say, is very fundamentally heavy. Okay, there's a lot going on. Okay, so of course, even though it's a bank holiday here, where we are in England, however, we do have some high impact news, such as the Fed speaking later at 9:20. We also have some manufacturing for the dollar later on today. Also, moving on to Tuesday, we do have the interest rate for the Aussie with the RBA rate statement. So, we should see some volatility in regards to the Aussie. Now, moving on near towards Wednesday, we do have unemployment rates and employment change, shall I say, for NZD. So NZD and Aussie gearing up. Now, moving down lower and lower, we've got some more PMI for the dollar. But the big one that, I'm personally going to be keeping my eyes on is going to be on Thursday. We do have interest rate decision for the pound with loads of speeches and statements. So, yeah, Friday, of course, remember at the start of every month, we do have NFP. And yeah, so the week is, it's very heavy. Guys, make sure to use a stop loss and stay safe out there. All right, cool. So first things first, I'm going to go through with you guys, going to be on US 30. I believe that US 30, we could potentially get a short. We did have some really nice buys over last week. Of course, looking at this area, we did have a lower time frame block. And we do also have another lower time frame block here that we could see another short from around the 34150 area, where we could potentially see price react and come down lower once again. Now, the only reason why I'm even looking at this zone is when we do have a look at US 30, of course, you do want to go with the trend. Don't go against the trend. However, when we do look at things, we are seeing prices stall. In terms of retracement, we haven't had one in quite a long time. So if there's anywhere I see price potentially giving us that retracement, will be at this level. And cool. I'm going to swiftly move over to gold. Now, gold, we were anticipating some shorts off of gold, off of the zone here. However, price just fluctuated, pushing up, coming down, pushing up, coming down, pushing up, coming down. And yeah, when market opened on Sunday, we've just seen price push all the way back up to our session candle and from the area we dropped from last week. Now, when I refer this back to the DXY, I do anticipate and feel like we can get back up to 1790 for a potential short. I think that's where the next area of short may come from. We didn't quite get there last week, but I feel like because we've seen such a bullish push from the DXY, especially when we look at things on the 4-hour, there's no reason why the DXY can't give us a retracement to then potentially push on higher. And as you can see there, I do have an 8-hour zone here around the 92 whole number, where I believe we could get prices reacting out of to then come down lower. We had a lot of positive news in regards to the Fed speech last week, and we just didn't see market react. In fact, we saw the dollar weaken before the dollar gaining strength again. So guys, just make sure you are being safe this week, because it's going to be very crazy. But yeah, other than that, that's it from me. I'm going to pass you over to Nathan.
Cool. Appreciate you, bro. So, share my screen very quickly. Cool. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys watching. I'm going to be taking you guys through AJ. So, starting off on the weekly, we can see that we are currently bullish, right? Now, my target in terms of overall for us to kind of come out of our bullish momentum is this weekly candle over here, right? So we've got this weekly candle over here. Once price does get up to here, then I will start looking for, signs of shorts. Moving on down to the daily, we can see that, the bullish structure a lot clearer. We've got an 8-hour candle, which I'll touch on very shortly. But the high that still needs to be taken out, or is still yet to be taken out rather, is this high over here, right? So heading down to the 8-hour, we can see this 8-hour candle very much clearer, right? So we've got an 8-hour candle down here. Above that, we have got these equal lows, which I'm sure price is going to want to take out, as there is going to be a lot of money over here, right? So now, if I come down to the 4-hour, you can see that we have actually started to break, some structure points, over here. And over here, we've actually created an equal low, which I'm sure, once again, we are going to be looking to take out. If I come down to the 1 hour, tell a lie, I believe it was the 30-minute. Cool. So over here, we can see that we've actually got this last institutional candle, which actually sponsored the break and structure down here as well. So, that is us getting, proof of validity that we are actually going to start moving back down potentially. We did have this error up here that didn't quite get up to that candle. So, this candle was still unmitigated. But as you can see, after this candle, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had a bunch of, downwards momentum. So I'm sure price is going to want to come back up and actually mitigate out of it. So really and truly, I'm going to be looking at, sales out of this candle, with our first target, just at these equal lows. And then obviously, our final target really being this 8-hour candle, because obviously we would have taken out those equal lows as well. So that is pretty much it from me. Don't forget, like Josh said earlier, we do have a lot of fundamental news this week. And a good portion of that is obviously, focus on the Aussie. So, we may potentially actually get these moves this week, which will, make things very, very fruitful for the lot of us. So once again, check out the Discord. That is it from myself. I'm going to pass it over to Jacob.
Appreciate you, bro. All right, then, guys. So I'm going to go through a few pairs with you. Starting off Euro NZD, what I kind of want to show you guys on here is that, we've been in this daily range for a moment now. We've actually held this lip lock for a very, very long time. And in doing so, kind of built this consolidation where we've had liquidity building at the bottom, and we have actually just taken the liquidity, out to the upper side. So what I'm actually expecting, and we have actually been looking at this for some weeks, was that retracement up to actually fill this imbalance and potentially play off of this 4-hour institutional candle we have here in order to head lower. So if that is the case, it would kind of make sense with the amount of liquidity that has been built up in this area and is yet to actually be taken out. Definitely makes sense for us to actually take the early sellers out first, if you want to call it that, the guys that were selling here and whatnot. Those people that would have had liquidity resting above, it makes sense for us to go upwards first. So definitely excited about this setup as well, especially with Josh mentioning that we have a lot of fundamental news regarding NZD, regarding some of these currencies that we're looking at. So with the fundamental push that hopefully we can get maybe leading up to this area here before actually coming down. So this is definitely going to be a worthwhile move if and when it plays out of this area. Well over 300 pips available to us if we can capture it. So definitely just going to wait for higher prices. If you're not in the Discord, these setups will be posted in the Discord. Please head over to our website now, where you can gain access for just £25 a month. Okay, it's really worthwhile. But nonetheless, excited to see what this pair does now that we've taken out the early sellers from last week who were probably shorting a bit too low. Let's wait for a higher retracement and actually look to add ourselves. So going to move on to GBPAUSD as well. Looking at buys for this week, sort of saw price take a tumble down to this area, but it didn't quite capture the area that I'm actually looking at here in order for the buy. So what we can see, pretty good structure in terms of where we can see price actually pushed into the session candle we had, and we had a crazy spike to the upside. So coming back to the area of origin for that, kind of makes sense. If I go back to the 2-hour candle as well, this candle definitely sticks out to me. So very, very excited for this as well, especially if we have that interest rate coming from the UK or GBP to get down here, mitigate and give us that push to the upside as well. Again, this is another big move at hand that we have on our hands, but as and when it plays out, got my alert set. This will be given out in the Discord as well, so definitely stay in tune for this. And I kind of want to take you guys through another chart that we don't really look at But I have kind of been correlating it lately to, with GBPUSD because it does actually do the opposite. So Euro GBP, I just want to take you guys to the daily. I think we are heading to this daily candle above, and that is actually going to give us the short momentum, I believe, from above in order to see that spike on GU come down and then see this push up. And then I do believe the reversal to the downside is coming, because we had a crazy spike out of this weekly lit block. Pushed up, we had a 50% retracement, which isn't really what we want to see. So I do believe we will push higher to this area here before getting that short back down to actually get a future buy as and when it gets down here, just to then see what it does again. But definitely makes sense once looking at GBPUSD that euro pound is kind of consolidating. The area that I'm actually interested in, it's really not that far. It's about 50 to 60 pips away. We have a liquidity area on the way to that area. So it just, for me, just looking at it from the daily picture and the higher time frame perspective, it makes sense for us to want to do that. So yeah, very excited about those setups. Those will definitely have a majority of my attention this week. But for those, again, if you're not in the Discord and you're looking to, become a part of our community and whatnot, and you need that extra support or the extra guidance, or you just want to have that traders talk that, makes sense in regards to how we are looking at the charts from a price action perspective, join our Discord. Go over to our website now. Head over to see if you're a full-time beginner. We have some free courses for basics information for those that aren't familiar with trading or Forex or any type of investment type industry before. And, check us out. Definitely contact us. If you have any questions, hit us up. But yeah, all of those setups, they're going to be posted in our community. We're looking excited. We're excited for the start of the month, excited for May, see what it brings. I'm going to leave it there. Obviously, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The help, the support will be appreciated, of course, so we can keep bringing you content like this. And as Josh says, the vibes. Lit side.
Remember, every day,
money,
day,
day,
peace.